let's talk a little DC.
Yo.
James Gunn says his next DC film is not World's Finest or Batman vs. Superman. But he said Superman is very important to the film, and it will be announced very soon. So, Dave, what do you think here? What do you think? Because James Gunn is not confirmed to direct another movie just yet.
Right. So it's just going to be him writing the next one. But I have 3 guesses, which I think one is going to be a common one. Everybody's going to guess is The Authority. Maybe he's showing up in The Authority. Outside of that, I think a Supergirl team-up movie would make a lot of sense. After Supergirl drops, they have like a little combined type project.
Super Team?
Super Team. Could be. Or Justice Gang. I think they do a type of Justice League variation type movie, but it's not the Justice League, it's the Justice Gang. And there was somebody wrote there was a comic run,
Guardians of the Justice
Superman.
Galaxy.
No,
Superman and the Authority.
No, but it was with the Justice League type situation, but it wasn't. It was like Justice League International or something. It was one of the spin-off teams, but that's why people are kind of thinking it could be a Justice Gang movie with Superman in that role. But I don't know. We kind of got that in the Superman movie here, so it'd be weird to do a full movie of all of them. I don't know.
Yeah, the fact that he said it's not World's Finest just stumps me, because he also said it will very much feel like a sequel to Superman. But he also said in that interview that the Authority is having troubles, like they don't even have a script close yet. So now I'm starting to just question all my theories about that. And if it's not World's Finest, I heard someone said a Trinity movie. Call it the Trinity, but I don't really think that would happen. What's interesting also is when the interviewer asked, are we going to see Batman before Brave and the Bold? He did refuse to answer, which I found really nice, because I'd love to get a glimpse at Batman before we get Brave and the Bold. But I can't.
Yeah.
Right.
In the way he
They don't
said
have a
it,
script
though,
or anything.
said, I'm not going to say that. It wasn't like,
Yeah.
he didn't pass.
Okay.
It was like, he said it in a way, it was
Okay.
like, so we might be getting him before.
Interesting.
I could see a Mr. Terrific being a movie he does. You know, Dave and I said Teen Titans, but he said it's going to feel like a Superman sequel. So I could see Mr. Terrific. I don't see a Lanterns movie. I don't, maybe a Hawk Girl, because they have a lot of lore. I don't know. I'm going to go with Mr. Terrific, though. It's the most likely right now.
But it will be, so Superman is going to be in it too. Like he'll be in it a good amount is what he was saying
said,
too.
yeah.
It'll be a major role. So yeah, I don't know. Could be a lot.
He spoke a lot. You probably have the multiple topics on from that interview, because
Yeah, he said a lot of good stuff, dude. Yeah. Oh, you want me to jump into that there, Leb? Or are we at the James Gunn portion here?
Yeah, just
go ahead.
Yeah, he said a bunch of interesting stuff, dude. Not only all the stuff you just kicked off right there, but like he said things like he really wants. They asked like what is a director he would want in the DCU, and he said Matt Reeves. I want Matt Reeves in the DCU. He's not in the DCU yet, so he said he was really wanting to get Matt Reeves in the DCU. He was asked about Alan Ritchson as Batman. He said, I'm a big Alan Ritchson fan, both as an actor and as a guy. Let's just wait to see what happens, which makes me feel like that's a no, which is fine. He also said he'd love to have Henry Cavill in the DCU. Said he would absolutely love to. So I wanted to ask you guys, kind of a long shot, but what would you guys think if this actually happened, if he cast him as Batman? Could that work? Could that work?
Dude, to be honest, I'm not a big Henry Cavill fan. I love him.
Yeah,
I love Man of Steel. I don't think he's a solid actor outside of that. He's kind of one-dimensional, and I kind of want him to stay away from the DCU. I don't know if that's even a hot take.
Whoa. No,
Lukewarm.
he would work as Batman for sure, but the fact that he's already been Superman, it wouldn't work.
Now,
if he was
what would
cast
you
as
cast him in?
Batman. I know.
Right.
I feel like he couldn't be like a main character. He needs to be like a villain or
The Authority
a
leader.
side hero.
The first thing I thought of was Dr. Manhattan. Paint him in blue, take his clothes off.
You just want his clothes off, bro. Let's
Baby.
just be transparent right now. You just
Yeah,
want
his acting's not great, but that body, that's a different conversation.
Dude, what if he was the leader of the Authority, though? Well, I guess that's Ultraman, and they already did that, so never mind. You're stupid. Stop. He said something else. What?
Ultraman's
Is he not?
Did you say that Ultraman was a leader? No.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that
Crime
society.
Syndicate.
Yeah, Crime Syndicate. Yeah, whatever that was, with the alternates of Batman and Wonder Woman and stuff. Yeah, he said there was a really famous actor, quote, a really famous actor who reached out to him with an Elseworlds idea, and he told him if he came up with a decent screenplay that he'd consider making it, which makes you wonder who that actor was. Script for Deathstroke and Bane has officially been submitted to him, Peter Safran. And then
Is that the title? Is that for sure the title?
No, they're not titling. They're just calling it Deathstroke / Bane movie.
Death Bane, I like that. Bane of Death.
Bane. Hell yeah. Bane stroke. Stroke that Bane.
Stroke your Bane.
The other big thing
The
he
buddy
dropped was
cop movie.
Clayface.
Yes.
Corrupt buddy cops.
He's talking about it. He says, we got Clayface, which is like a totally different thing. Although it's in the same universe, it's a complete horror film. He said, that's one of the things we want to do. There's not a company style. It's not like every movie is going to be like Superman. And he added the reason he wants each movie to feel totally different because that's exactly what DC Comics does. Not every comic's the same theme. So yeah, every DCU project will have a personal touch from the different teams that work on them. The artists and the directors and the writers that create each one will bring their own sense to it, which is something we talked about, I think, that we're expecting, which is good news. And then he got into Clayface, which is a big one coming up. Well,
Wait.
Good Lord, I already mentioned it. Yeah.
I do like that because I was, when Superman came out, I was worried about the James Gunn effect crossing over the entire DCU, but I do like that he's stepping back, letting other directors and creatives do their movies. But it seems like James Gunn will be doing every Superman movie and probably every Justice League movie. You guys think like Superman is his character?
Maybe. Right? I could see him letting somebody else write a Justice League movie.
Yeah, I don't want him to write a Justice League movie, to be honest.
But Superman is his baby, right?
Right. At this point in the DCU.
Which is fair. Give him one. Yeah. Okay, go on.
Well, speaking of, I'll talk on that in a second. Anyway, Clayface, we got director James Watkins and writer Mike Flanagan, supposed to release in fall of 2026. Shooting should be ongoing right now, I believe. So we're getting ready for that. But we're talking about Gunn and him doing Superman and Justice League. And the other thing he said, which is something I mentioned about the movie, I said Superman didn't really feel overpowered. Like he kind of was getting his ass whooped a lot, even by the Bravian Hammer. He wasn't quite the Superman, as insanely powered as he is. And it turns out that was intentional. So they asked James about Superman's power levels, and he stated, I didn't want a Superman so powerful in the DCU that a guy with a bow and arrow wouldn't matter. So I kind of like that, and kind of a hint at Green Arrow right there.
Right.
I don't know if there's a project coming there, but I liked it. That's fair. Yeah.
I like it.
He also said that Wonder Woman's script is, I think he said turned in, or they're super close and he loves it. And they're like, the interviewer said, is it unique and different? And he's like, absolutely. And he's just super excited about it. That got me pumped. Okay. Really wonder what they're doing. And he said, because we just asked these questions on our podcast this week or two, he said Aquaman and Flash, definitely not seeing them for a couple years.
Yeah. Like
which,
3 years.
That makes sense.
That's
chill. He said Peacemaker Season 2 also feels like a direct continuation of Superman, which is awesome. And that makes sense. We see half the damn cast in that show. You got the gang, the Justice dudes, and then you got Frank Grillo. So that's exciting too, man. I'm getting really pumped for Peacemaker now too.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait for Peacemaker. Like I'm so stoked. And Lanterns, I think I saw they wrapped filming recently. So we got that coming, but yeah, I'm stoked for Peacemaker. His cameo in Superman was great, and I don't know. We'll see how the Justice Gang cameo. I feel like it's only going to be like that one scene, and then we break away from it. Mm-hmm. But it's going to be a great season. He mentioned something about a multiversal aspect of Peacemaker, and I knew that was the case, but I can't remember exactly what was surrounding that. But there is a multiversal aspect.
Make season 1 canon?
That's what he said. He said he's actually going to make it clear. He said this one will make it clear why the Justice League showed up in season 1 and how this season is different. That's not the words he used, but that's what he said.
Interesting. Okay. Huh. Well, guess we'll find out.
He also said that Jon Stewart is the focal point of Lanterns. Like it's his story primarily, as opposed to Hal Jordan.
Right. Hal's the older, grizzled vet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
A lot of info. I'm stoked to be covering all this stuff, man. The birth of the DCU is fun. And the return of the MCU, I think.
Right. Both happening at the same time.
This is not a total birth of the DCU because James Gunn says he doesn't need to see pearls in a back alley when Batman's parents are killed.
Good.
So,
yeah. Great.
The Batman we'll see will, like we know it's Brave and the Bold, but he doesn't want to see a baby Cal coming from Krypton in a little baby rocket. He doesn't want to see Spider-Man getting bit by a radioactive spider. So, which is, it's an interesting take because obviously we've seen it before multiple times. Everyone knows the origin story of these big iconic characters, so might as well just get the story rolling with them already experienced,
Yeah, he's just going too far because we're not going to get, I don't think, Red Hood origin, Nightwing origin, Tim Drake origin.
One of them, right? If Batman's old, you have to give one origin story in the movie, right?
Yeah, I hope. That's one of the coolest. You've seen it in animated, they've done it this here and there, but we have never seen a Robin origin story on the big screen. Sorry, whatever. I mean, the
Chris
Kilmer
O'Donnell, come on.
I get it, all that. But
George
you know
Clooney,
what I mean?
come on. He brought that Robin up from nothing.
Yeah,
no.
I want a full-on MCU style origin.
He was in the circus and his
all
parents
of them.
died. And then they went ice skating together.
Which, we don't need to see that part. Yeah, whatever. I want the Robins to be done a certain way, but whatever.
Yeah. Redeem Dick Grayson. #.
When
all of them, bro.
Batman does the Dorothy red heel click and the fucking ice skates come out of the bottom.
He's got a bad credit card.
When did he ask Alfred to put ice skates in the bottom of his shoes?
Make sure I have to
Release
click my
the
heels together
Bat-Skates.
to activate it too.
Oh, so I remembered what the Fantastic Four thing is. It's not that great, but just so I don't look like a total dumbass. The three possibilities, right? Kang's coming. Fantastic Four are warning about Kang, or they're coming because their own planet was destroyed by a Galactus.
You mean Doom? You mean Doom, right?
Doom?
Yeah,
Not
you
Kang.
keep saying Kang. Yeah, makes sense.
I kind of still wish we had one good Kang event with that Jonathan Majors.
All right. Well, we had a lot of quotes from Marvel and DC today, getting us hyped for the future. The nerd genre is back. And we do have a quick Harry Potter topic before we wrap things up with the box office update and Assassin's Creed show.